You probably know that there are about 80 maps in Tanki Online in total, but do you know that many of these are based upon actual real life locations? Well, here are 5 different Tanki Online maps that actually exist in real life around the world, starting off with a fan favorite, Rio. Rio de Janeiro is a seaside city in Brazil and one of the most visited cities in the southern hemisphere of the world. It was added to Tanki Online in March 2014 to celebrate the release of Tanki Online in Brazil. This map has a unique skybox or background which you can find nowhere else in the game. There's green mountains on one side, there's blue beaches on the other, and on top of all that, when you look at the screen right now, you'll see a statue. Now, this is a statue named Christ the Redeemer, and it has been replicated from the actual tourist attraction or cultural landmark in the actual city of Rio de Janeiro, which is still present to this day. Now, moving on to the next city, Dusseldorf. It is a city in West Germany known for its fashion industry and art. In the game, it is the most spacious map and the second largest map in the game. And you know that there are countless battles in MM that you could find yourself in that use this map, whether it's the Juggernaut mode or the Deathmatch mode or Rugby mode, so on and so forth. So here's a fun fact. The largest battle fund in the history of Tangi Online was recorded in Dusseldorf on August 2 and 3 in 2015. A whopping 1.8 million crystals from one battle were gathered here. Next, let's talk about a map that's not as big as Dusseldorf, but it's pretty interesting to look at in the context of existing in real life. But before we do that, if you're enjoying this video so far, then like it, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, which I am planning to make, then subscribe. And now let's talk about Fort Knox, which is a less popular map in the game but has a pretty interesting history behind it. Now, Fort Knox is a military installation in the United States of America located 30 miles southwest of Louisville or Louisville. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's just call it that. When this map first appeared, it had other versions of it as well. There was Fort Knox 1, Fort Knox 2, and Fort Knox 3. But in March 2013, Fort Knox 1 and 2 were merged, creating the one that we know today. So the one that exists in the game right now is a combined version of Fort Knox 1 and 2, which existed back then. Now the third one, Fort Knox 3, was reworked and renamed to Edinburgh, which is not that popular in the game unless you're playing Save the Gold. So that's that, and now let's talk about a map that's completely opposite of the one that we just discussed. A map that you're gonna commonly find in MM and it's pretty well liked as well. We're talking about Parma. It is a city in real life in northern Italy, known widely for its architecture, music, art, and of course, Parmesan cheese. This is one of the oldest maps in the game, with its first appearance being back in July 2009. A fun fact about Parma is that it is a classic map for clan battles and it has been for a long time. So these were the 5 Tanking Online maps that actually exist in real life. But wait, don't click off this video just yet because there's something that I need to tell you. Now, there are countless maps in the game that have been based upon real life locations or cities, but all of them could not be covered in a single video. So I will be making more parts to this, like part 2s and 3s in which I discuss other cities. So if you want, like if you're interested in that sort of stuff, then subscribe to stay updated. And if you have any ideas for other such videos that you would like to see, let me know in the comments. What you thought about this video, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll see you in the next video.